Hi, this is Ariel Gardner, head of content for Millennial Money Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you about DoorDash versus Uber Eats for drivers. These are two of the largest food delivery services in the US right now, and in a lot of ways, they're very similar. However, there are some key differences that might make you want to sign up for one versus the other. And if you are looking for a way to make extra money, food delivery is an excellent way. It is incredibly flexible. You get to be your own boss. For the most part, you can deliver whenever you want, which is a really great thing. You need a reliable vehicle and some extra time, an hour or two a day at minimum, to make some extra money. So we're going to talk about a bunch of different things here. The first one that I want to talk about is market share. So this is not like the sexiest topic to talk about in terms of deciding on one job versus another, but market share means the number of orders that go through the app, the amount of money that these apps bring in. And DoorDash overwhelmingly has a larger market share than Uber Eats. So that's more than twice the market share of Uber Eats. Now, why is this really important for you as a potential driver? Market share is how many orders are going through the app, and it means customers are overwhelmingly choosing to order from DoorDash. They've spent a lot of money on trying to advertise to customers and grow their customer base, and it's been really, really effective. More orders coming into the app means there is less competition for you, and that's a really, really good thing, because a real bummer is if you were to log on to the app and there's nothing there. This is really, really an important one, and it's one of the reasons why the first round is going to go to DoorDash for sure. Now, the second thing that we want to talk about is driver requirements. Again, there are a lot of similarities across the board for food delivery services. They've really standardized what they are looking for in terms of drivers. The key difference here is that DoorDash drivers can be as young as 18 years old to sign up. You can sign up to deliver via car, via bicycle or scooter, or even on foot in some markets at 18. Uber Eats, you can be 18 to deliver. However, that is only via bicycle or on foot. If you want to drive or ride a scooter, you have to be at least 19 years old. Now, for both of these services, you do have to have some driving history. If you are 18 and just got your license 2 days ago, or even 3 months ago, you still will not qualify, because they want to know that you have driving history so that you can be safe on the road while you are delivering food to the customers. The other thing about driver requirements, you cannot accept any orders with alcohol until you are 21, and that is across the board for all food delivery services. The other part of driver requirements is that all food delivery services require that you go through a background check before they will allow you to start driving. This is part of the sign-up process, and it just makes sure that you have a clean driving record and criminal background. It goes back 7 years for your criminal background check. Felonies are not accepted, especially violent crimes or anything that is driving related will make you ineligible. So, driver requirements, we're going to say that DoorDash edges just a little bit ahead right here, because you can be as young as 18 via car as well. The next thing that we're going to talk about is driver pay. This is a really big question if you are thinking about delivering for either one, is how much are you going to make? And here's the truth. It's really about the same across the board for all food delivery services. Now, there used to be wider differences in pay, but because these companies are all trying to grow, they've all created really similar driver pay formulas that pay you based on different factors. Now, their formulas are all a little bit different, but they really include things like the distance it takes, the time it's going to take, the size of the order. Those factors are all going into the driver pay. DoorDash does have a base pay that they pay drivers, and then they increase that pay based on those factors. You can also earn more with promotions that will pay you a little bit extra to deliver during busy periods, and Uber Eats does the same thing. Every order that you accept as a delivery driver for Uber Eats and DoorDash is going to be a little bit different because of those factors that I talked about. You also keep 100% of the tips that you make. Those tips all go to you, and both of the apps as well have they default to a tip setting to encourage customers to tip. So really driver pay, if we're comparing these two side by side, it's a tie because it is so straightforward with both of them. The next factor that we're going to look at here in this comparison is what it's like to actually deliver for these services. Once you become a driver, you've signed up, you've registered, you're out on the road taking your first order for these companies. What is it going to be like for you? How is it going to go? Well, again, it's pretty similar. DoorDash allows you to schedule your hours in advance. That means if you know that you've got a class on Tuesday night or your kids are going to be home and you need to be around caring for them over the weekend, you can look at your schedule and get into the DoorDash app and schedule your hours in advance according to your schedule. So that means that you are blocking off hours to deliver for them. This is a really great thing if you know your schedule because it means that you are setting aside, you are saving those hours for yourself. If there are not enough orders in the app, they're not going to let other drivers come in and accept orders. They are going to prioritize it for the people who have scheduled their hours in advance. So that's a really good thing. And what we also like about DoorDash is that not only do they let you schedule your hours in advance, you can actually, if the app is busy enough, you can just open it up and you can look at it and see if there are extra orders. So when the app is busy enough and they don't have all the drivers that they need scheduled, they will open up the orders to anyone who wants to what they call Dash Now. Now, Uber Eats, that is the last half of that where you just open the app and start driving. That's how it works for drivers across the board. There's no scheduling your hours in advance. So some people like that because it means that the time blocks aren't booked up. But because DoorDash has such a large market share, they can generally take those scheduled hours and still let drivers come in and Dash Now if they have enough orders going on. So what we like about DoorDash here, why it would win for us, is that you have both options there, and we like options. That means more flexibility, and generally it means more orders for you as a driver. Now, in terms of those busy hours and when you might be able to Dash Now, if you don't know your schedule, you don't want to commit to hours in advance, evening hours, so think about dinner time. Also, lunchtime is really busy, especially if you are able to deliver in an area with businesses, office buildings. Weekends are also really busy. And then also late nights. So like on Friday and Saturday nights, late, like 10 p.m. to 1 in the morning. People want to have food delivered to them. Now, there are a few other times that are really good. If there is a really popular televised event, think like the Super Bowl, that is going to be a busy time. People want to stay at home. The same if the weather is like, if it's really rainy, people don't want to go out. They might have food DoorDashed or delivered to them as well. So those are busy times. If you can make yourself available during those hours, then you are probably going to earn more than the average driver. You might even get one of those promotions for both of the apps because they really want to incentivize drivers to get out there and drive. And again, this is Uber Eats and DoorDash that's when those busy times are. DoorDash wins here because you have the ability to both schedule your hours in advance and hop on the app and deliver when you have extra time if there is availability. So that's great because it's so much more flexible. Now, the next factor, and this is the last one that I'm going to be talking about, is when you are paid as a driver. Both apps pay you once a week. Whatever you made over the course of the week in the app, they are going to pay you. DoorDash pays on Fridays, Uber Eats pays on Wednesdays. It generally takes 1 to 3 business days for that money to hit your bank account. That's pretty standard even with your employer likely. That's how long it takes for that transfer to process. Now, if you want your pay even faster than once a week, and there are times where it would be kind of nice to get that money fast, both DoorDash and Uber Eats give you the option to cash out immediately. So DoorDash's feature is called Fast Pay. It's $1.99 to use Fast Pay. And what it is that you just open the app, say you've, made $50, you open the app, you hit the Fast Pay button, and it transfers the money into your bank account. You have to have your bank account connected to the Dasher app. This is a requirement when you sign up. You connect all of these things to the app. DoorDash does have an option for you to cash out for free, and that is if you sign up for their Dasher Direct prepaid Visa debit card. It is subject to approval. It is free. It works like a debit card, like your bank's debit card. And any of the money that you accrue over the week from delivering, it goes onto that card. Well, it goes into the app, and then you can hit the fast pay button to cash out, and there is no fee associated with it. The debit card is also fee free. There are no costs to sign up for it or anything like that. So unless you don't want the money going onto that prepaid debit card, you want it going into your bank account, this would be a good option for you because you can get that money immediately. And using the Dasher Direct card, it is free instead of paying that $1.99 fast pay fee. Uber Eats has something really similar. It's called Instant Pay. It is 50 cents. It works the same way, and it costs 50 cents. So that's a significant difference there, that it's 50 cents compared to $1.99. Now, Uber Eats does have an alternative for you if you are interested. You can sign up for their Uber Eats Visa prepaid debit card, just like DoorDash has one. And this one does the same thing. You have no fee that you pay when you want to cash out immediately. It spends just like cash. It's subject to approval like DoorDash's one. So both of these apps have that as an option. We're going to give Uber Eats just a little edge here because their instant pay feature is less expensive than DoorDash's. However, remember that you can cash out for free with both of them if you sign up for their branded debit cards. Also, they both pay weekly. If you are just able to wait for the weekly pay, it's free, it's standard. It hits your account every week for the orders that you have delivered. All right, that's it for DoorDash versus Uber Eats. And again, you can sign up for multiple services. You can deliver for DoorDash and Uber Eats. You are an independent contractor when you work for any of these, so that means that you can drive for whichever ones you want to drive for. Hope that helps you. We also have more information below about where you can find us online, and you can check out our other videos about making extra money.